Howdy everybody, Big Fatty Plus, and welcome back to the Big Man Plays Syberia. Sorry, I had a brain fart for a second. We last left off, we had a talk with the rectors of this university. It was a council of nerds. It wasn't very pleasant. But they've given us the task. If we can fix the bandstand in their front courtyard, we get $100. We can pay the barge to tow our ship to the winding mechanism, and we can get the hell out of this place. But why don't we explore? Because we need to explore. Starting with this schmuck over here. Well, continue with this schmuck over here. He was very
Excuse me. Sir, please, just a moment.
Yes, what is it? I'm not deaf, you know.
I am sorry to disturb you in your work, sir, but...
This young Mammothus primigenius is barely 40,000 years old. Fantastic, wouldn't you say, miss?
Yes. Probably.
What do you mean, probably?
I don't know.
You don't know? Oh, you don't know, I see. What can I do for you, my dear child?
I have questions.
To tell you the truth, I don't know very much about mammoths, and I'm not here as a student. In fact, I'm a lawyer.
It's all right. Nobody's perfect. All the same, the study of the Pleistocene period is fascinating.
The what?
I'm sure it is, but I'm sorry to say my current mission is totally monopolizing my time. Another time, maybe.
Ah, that's what they all say. But anyway, let me present myself. I'm Cornelius Ponce, Emeritus Professor and Lecturer at the University of Barhochstadt. I'm proud to say that I'm head of the Department of Paleozoology at our university.
Kate Walker. Pleased to meet you.
Okay, I have a mission.
It wasn't really my intention to stop off here, but I'll confess, this university is really very impressive.
Ah, indeed. There's such a tradition of learning here, and so much knowledge, a real depth of culture, intelligence, and gray matter. I myself did my studies here and never left.
Actually, I'm here because I've been summoned by the rectors of the university.
Oh, I see. You must have made a mistake on your enrollment form.
I didn't enroll you.
Oh, no. I haven't come here to study. I have an important matter of inheritance to attend to. I have to find the heir.
And you hope you will find him here?
I'm not altogether sure. But you see, my train broke down coming into Barhochstadt Station.
In that case, my dear, you must come to one of my lectures. Here's a question for you. Do you know what the Proboscidean order is?
No.
The Probowhatian?
Ah, you see? There are gaps in your knowledge that need refreshing.
I'm a lawyer, not a paleontologist.
I feel I've lost my way a little here. I could really do with your help.
Oh, my dear child, you've chosen your moment. I absolutely must finish off my lecture for this afternoon.
It's a lecture about mammoths?
Oh, yes and no. More specifically, it is about their migration. Do excuse me, I need to concentrate.
To tell you the truth, I'm looking for Mr. Hans Vorarlberg. He's the sole heir of a very unusual factory. My company is in charge of negotiations for the takeover of this factory. At last word, he was living in Syberia. So, as soon as my train is ready, I'll be continuing my journey eastwards.
Syberia. Ah, Syberia. But what was it you said again?
Said what?
You mentioned a name. The person you are looking for.
Vorarlberg.
Yeah.
Hans Vorarlberg. Do you know him?
Hans Vorarlberg. How could I forget him? Such an extraordinary fellow. So inventive. We shared a passion for mammoths, you know, and we bonded over this passion. Without it, I confess, I would have had little to do with an odd, ageless retard like Hans. At the time, we were both students. Well, sort of. Put it this way. Hans had special permission to attend paleontology lectures. You see, he didn't really have the necessary qualifications. In exchange, Hans did a few odd jobs around the university.
Your Hans Vorarlberg sounds uncannily like the one I'm looking for.
I'm not sure, my dear. Hans was above all questions of money and business. Just to imagine him running a factory, perish the thought.
Can you tell me a little bit more about him?
Buddy.
He was always a mystery to me. He never said very much, never quite seemed to grasp what you said to him. He expressed himself instead through his incredible mechanical contraptions. His inventions, I admit, have been much appreciated by the university. The few times we really did talk, it was about his strange interest for mammoths and a doll. Some sort of doll that obsessed him.
A doll, you say?
Yes, he kept talking about it. One day he described it to me. A sort of children's toy. A miniature mammoth mounted by a mount. It appears he found it in a cave not far from his home. The event all sounds very dramatic. His account was slightly confused, but it awoke a great interest in me.
What do you mean?
To my knowledge, there was only one tribe who made figurines featuring a mouth, and that tribe is the Yukols. They live in the farthest reaches of Syberia, and for them, the dolls constituted a sacred object, illustrating one of their central legends. How such a doll made the journey from the frozen Siberian north to a cave in the French Alps is a mystery to me. Even today, it is beyond my comprehension.
Have you considered that Hans Vorarlberg was maybe making it up? You said yourself he didn't seem to have all his mental facilities
How could
intact.
you say that, Kate?
No, that's impossible. Hans couldn't invent a story like that. The doll is a sacred part of the Syberia legend. He described it to me in exact detail. Syberia itself is a chimera that paleontologists of the world are very fond of pursuing.
Oh, boy. Okay, what about the train?
Arriving in Barrackstadt is an amazing experience. I've never seen such a station.
You came by train?
Yes, in a kind of clockwork train with a spring mechanism that winds down regularly.
You mean you drive a train? Young ladies of today never cease to amaze me.
Oh, no, I'm not the engineer. The train's engineer is actually an automaton. I am sorry, all this probably sounds very strange.
A clockwork train, driven by an automaton. I once knew a man long ago who could have invented such a train. It was he who designed the bandstand in the main square. To think that he was even capable of creating such a gadget. He was astounding, a true genius. But oddly, at the same time, he was also almost a child. It was as if his mental and physical evolution had definitively halted at the age of 10. Can you believe that?
Yes. I think I can believe that. At least I'm beginning to.
Sorry. I'm trying to fight off a sneeze and failed and fired, so yeah. Anyway, this guy is a lot...
My train stopped in a peculiar aviary. It's very odd. A lot of bird species seem to seek harbor there.
Ornithology is far from being my favorite subject, but I must concede that the station is the pride of the university. It was initially intended for teaching purposes, but then birds started arriving from all around the world. It seems that there are still rare species breeding there and flourishing.
Are there? Can you give me an example?
I have been told about a kind of bird with peculiar habits. Let's see now, the Amazon cuckoo. That's right. But, oh, I'm so foolish. I can't remember what was so special about it. Just that its behavior is very peculiar.
The Amazon? Where's the Amazon? What is the Amazon?
I'm sorry, my dear, but one cannot learn everything in a lifetime. Specialization is the key to real knowledge. Why don't you pay a visit to our library?
Thank you very much.
I don't want to pay a visit to your library. I already have. Probably another library I can do, too.
Professor, how do I say this? You see, I didn't think I'd need a lot of money when I set out. And it turns out I need money after all. It's a delicate matter, I know, but I was wondering if you could help me out.
My dear, it would be a pleasure, but you see, I barely have enough myself to cover my meager expenditure on what I'm paid by the university.
Sorry, I didn't mean to offend or...
However, if we look at the example of Hans, it is true that our university always rewards people who perform some service for it. This is our dear rector's jurisdiction, however.
Okay, we've already covered that.
I'll leave you in peace. I hope I haven't disturbed you too much.
Sorry? No, not at all, my dear child.
Oh, he's awful nice, isn't he? Can I go in this room? This looks like a room I can go into. I'm gonna go in this room. Oh,
no point. It's locked.
If only I had such a... that looks like that needs to be cleaned up. If only I had such passion for learning about things like these guys do. He can literally just stare at a freaking mammoth thing all day.
No point. It's locked.
Have no other dreams but to just stare at that mammoth and wish it was real. I'll look at it for 5 minutes, do the same thing, go, okay, I'm done. I don't have the passion that some people do. I'm supposed to find something else in here. Let me see, what was it? It was supposed to be, let's see. Supposed to be... Oh, it's in the library. This door right here, specifically. Must be a door in here. Or a book. Yeah, I missed a book in here. I must have somehow missed a book. I don't know how. On one of these tables here. I somehow missed it. Because it's possible. I don't see things very well. See right here. I'm gonna just snatch this off the table from you, my dude. Thank you. What the hell is this? What the hell is this? Amazon. Why does it say... I thought it was Amazon spelled Amizone. Not Amarazone, like America's American Amazon or something. I don't know. Memoirs and an Expedition. How long is this? Okay, on a couple pages. Good. Text won't be... You know what, text? You're going to complain about this, ain't you? Yeah, I figured as much. I'm going to read it anyway. Yes. The red Amazon cuckoo. Oh, that's the birds that are everywhere. Those annoying little frickin' things. This subspecies of the common cuculus, whatever, is endemic to the Amazon forest and is one of the region's most brightly colored species. The male's plumage is a bright vermilion, while the female's is a little more russet and neutral. Habitat and food. The red cuckoo inhabits the most isolated and dense areas of the Amazon forest. It is reliant on the thick upper foliage of the rainforest to live its lonely existence. The explorer may nevertheless have an excellent view of the bird when the animal ventures to lower branches in search of forest Sauvignon grapes. Oh. Why do I think those are wine grapes? The wild vines provide the bird with the majority of its food. The cuckoo is particularly partial to its juicy fruit. The red cuckoo may sometimes gorge itself on this fruit to the point of drunkenness, rendering it an easy prey for any jungle predator. Eat and be eaten, such is the implacable law of nature. Reproduction. Like other species of cuckoo, the red Amazon cuckoo delegates the task of raising its young to other birds. This parasitic behavior enables the species to reproduce prolifically and with minimal effort. Yeah. Welfare. That's how you do that. Welfare and adoption. I'm just gonna leave it at that. The female cuckoo scouts its territory on the lookout for nests under construction. She chooses the moment when its owners are absent to lay her eggs, generally in the afternoon. The host, meanwhile, will lay mainly in the morning. After laying an egg in her selected nest, the female will remove one of the host's eggs and destroy it or eat it later. The cuckoo's egg generally hatches before the eggs of adopted brothers and sisters. The cuckoo chick will instinctively edge the other eggs from the nest. The young cuckoo grows fast. Sometimes its foster parents will perch on the back of the hungry chick to feed it. Wow. Even if the cuckoo's egg is very different to the smaller host eggs, it nevertheless mimics the host egg in certain ways. Not perfectly, but just enough to be accepted by most species. The future. The red cuckoo's love of the grape could sadly prove fatal for the species in the medium term. European settlers who have tried to cultivate the grape on the Amazon alluvial plains have decimated the Amazon red cuckoo population. Grape producers, to protect their harvests from what they would call invertebrate looting, have declared all-out war on the bird. It is to be feared that the cuckoo will be on the losing side. The red cuckoo produces relatively well in captivity, and is one of the jewels of the crown of the Bergstadt University ornithological collections. However, scientists at the university have their own reservations about the species and its propensity to become particularly invasive whenever conditions are favorable to it to be to the detriment of other rarer species. Heads of the Bergstadt Aviary have therefore undertaken a policy of birth control to attempt to balance out nature's imperfections in this artificial environment. The Forest Sauvignon grapes. Today, it is very rare to find the Forest Sauvignon grape in the wild. The species has been decimated by a terrible equatorial phylloxera epidemic. However, in Europe, successful cultivation of the plant is the pride of the Bergstadt University botany collection, and has largely contributed to the survival of the species around the world. So I gotta find me... I gotta find me some goddamn grapes. I gotta ask somebody about some Sauvignon grapes. I gotta find some grapes. Hey, does anyone know about some grapes? Anybody know about some grapes? I need to find somebody. Let me see. If this other guy can, maybe this other guy. This other guy that's hanging around over here. My man, I need to bother you again.
Do excuse me, Professor. Professor, sorry to disturb you again.
What is it you want to know, miss?
You wouldn't have to know about these.
If I were to say Forest Sauvignon to you, what would you say?
Oh, let's see. Sauvignon. Sauvignon? I would say it's some kind of tropical shrub, don't you think?
We are talking about the same plant, then. It is a very rare shrub with small, juicy fruits. I found a book about the Amazon, and it says that there are even Sauvignon plants growing right here in Bergstadt. You wouldn't know where, would you?
Amazon Sauvignon plants here? No. No, I don't think there are any. Highly implausible. But you should ask the station master. He is keeper of the greenhouse at our university, so he could tell you more than me.
Oh, really?
Thanks very much.
Oh, really?
I'll leave you in peace.
Really?
I hope I haven't disturbed you too much.
Sorry? No, not at all, my dear child.
Well, let's go see the station master. Mr. Station Master. Oh, it's gonna be a long run. Very long run. An insanely long run. That must be the delinquent of the school. Just who's calling me now?
Hello?
So, you got him then, this air?
Ah, it's you, Mr. Marson. Good day, and how are you, sir?
I'll feel a whole lot better when this whole business is over and the sales contract is signed. Where the hell are you?
I'm in Bergstadt.
What? What in God's name are you doing there?
It's a magnificent university town. It would appear Hans Vorarlberg once passed by here several years ago.
So if he isn't there anymore, then there's no point hanging around.
I hear what you're saying, sir, but I have good reason to believe that Hans Vorarlberg is still alive. For the time being, I'm trying to gather extra information from people who have known him.
What's your next destination?
I'm not exactly sure yet.
Doesn't sound like you know too much, Kate.
I just need a bit of time, Mr. Marson.
Yeah, well, time is what you ain't got. Keep me posted.
I have a feeling your job isn't going to be, going too much longer there, Kate. I just have a feeling you're going to end up losing your job. They're going to fire you, and you're going to have this big argument, and then your job is going to be something else. I can only hope, anyway. Something better. Probably explorer? Artificier? Maybe new runner of the factory. Could you just hurry up, please? I need to go see the station master. I need to see him. He apparently knows about Sauvignon grapes, and I need some. For some reason. So, yeah, let's, I mean, obviously I need to get up that ladder for some reason. So I need to get the grapes. Hey, station master, my man, I need to ask you a question.
I'm sorry to disturb you.
What can I do for you, miss?
How about...
Where might I find some forest Sauvignon plants, please?
No place around here, that's for sure. I don't know what you're talking about. That stuff's from the Amazon.
You know, for someone who knows nothing about the plant, you seem pretty well informed about which mysterious faraway country it comes from.
Oh, Amazon, Peru, Papua New Guinea, it's all the same to me. Gotta go. Gotta work.
Wait, don't go. You know what? I don't think he was being totally straight with me.
Gee, you think? You freaking think? You freaking think, huh? You don't think he was totally straight. Where did he go? Where did he go? Where did he go? Where did he go? Station master, you need to talk to me right now. Post haste. There you are. You gonna talk, son?
Excuse me, station master, but I need you again.
Can't you see I am very, very busy?
You're not busy.
No.
Well, I am. Very busy indeed. But, okay, I think I can give you a minute of my time.
I'm looking for a kind of little juicy berry. You don't know where I could find some?
Look, lady, the station doesn't have any Sauvignon berries, not even forest Sauvignon.
Funny you should mention it. That's exactly what I was looking for. Forest Sauvignon.
Sauvignon, raspberries, red currants, they're all the same to me. And we don't grow none of them here.
But you see, I have just read a very interesting book which says that the rare Sauvignon berry is actually cultivated here in the famous Baruchstadt University aviary itself.
Well, if it's in a book, then don't believe everything you read, miss.
I don't know why, but I don't think you're telling me the truth.
What do you mean? I don't know. How should I know where to find your stupid grape? Go ask your professor, what's his name, Pons, the paleontologist.
But you're the master of this station, so you should know better than anyone.
Nobody tells me anything. I don't know. Go see the old guy with the fossils.
Fine.
I won't disturb you any longer, Mr. Station Master.
Welcome to Baruchstadt, miss.
Go ask it. I'm looking at the walkthrough, so yes, I have to do this. I'm easing myself here in terms of, you know, what I should be doing next, besides, you know, wandering around like a complete imbecile. I'm gonna throw this across the goddamn room. I need to get the mammoth thing of watches. Hey, Oscar, how you doing? Yeah, you're staying inside because you don't want to get rusted? That's fine. I need this. Back into the coach you go. It seems like this train has AC. How does this train have AC? That's what it sounds like. I mean, that's nice. I ain't complaining. But why would it have AC? I'm going to question it. Because, you know, I have to. I'm not complaining, I'm just questioning. Some people think that was complaining. That's not complaining, that's questioning. I'm questioning it! I want to know why! You know, it'd be quicker if you could just, like, toddle down those stairs quicker, you know? That'd be so nice. Let's go talk to Professor Pons. I don't know why I'm doing it in this order. The walkthrough says to. But apparently I'm supposed to. Unless it's their speedrunning method. I don't know. Like I said, I'm aimlessly confused. Professor Pons? My man, I need to bother you yet again. I am so sorry, but the station master is being a schmuck and he's hiding stuff. So,
Do excuse me, Professor.
Yes, I need to.
Professor,
yeah.
Sorry to disturb you again.
What is it you want to know, miss?
You wouldn't know where the forest Sauvignon plants are kept in Barkstadt, would you?
Why do you think there are Sauvignon plants here?
I read about it in a book at the library.
Try going to see the station master. If such a shrub exists, he will have a better idea than anyone.
It's actually he who sent me to you. I thought it a little strange, but he definitely said ask the paleontologist. You're the only one here, aren't you?
Yes indeed. What a strange way to behave. Well, I think he must have made a mistake, that's all. Nobody tells me anything here. Maybe you should ask the rectors. After all, they are in charge of the university.
All right, thanks.
Really?
I'll leave you in peace. I hope I haven't disturbed you too much.
Sorry? No, not at all, my dear child.
Really? Would this mean anything to you, sir?
Do excuse me, Professor. Professor, sorry to disturb you again. Professor, I have brought you something that should be of interest to you.
Very interesting.
What have you got there, then? Let's see. An effigy of a mammoth. But this is Hans' doll, is it not? Yes, of course it is. How on earth did you... Oh, my God. It's in my hands. It exists. It really exists. Please do excuse me. I'm deeply moved.
Sir,
You see?
You need a
Your
towel?
Hans and my Vorarlberg heir are one and the same.
This is incredible. After all these years, how can I ever thank you, my dear? Oh, I must waste no time. I'm off to my laboratory. I must study this carefully. May I borrow your treasure a moment?
Well, actually,
He's gonna take
Don't worry, miss. I will take the greatest care of it. But I need to study it. You see, it has such importance to me that this very afternoon I shall deliver an impromptu lecture to my students about this very object. If you are interested in Hans Vorarlberg, then it is essential that you attend.
Oh, no, we're gonna...
do you think so?
Obviously. Give me your telephone number and I will call you the moment my lecture begins. I will return you your doll at the end. You have my word.
Okay. Oh! Well, isn't this a, bit of a coinky-dink? So, we have been granted entrance into this man's laboratory where we will ransack it looking for important clues. And we're going to attend the lecture! Oh, crap. Is this lecture going to be boring as hell? Find out next time on The Big Man Plays Syberia. Till then, it's Big Fatty Plus. Sayonara! Yeah, we're about to get some learning on, some more learning. This is a place to learn it, so why not? I just hope at least a part of it's vital to the story, otherwise people are going to fall asleep in my videos.